Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I am Fernanda and happy Women's Day. Happy Women's Day, International Women's Day. What a beautiful day, you know, to take a little bit of time to just take a breath and honor and remember all our ancestors and women that came before us and that started all the fight that we're actually still fighting until nowadays. But you know, at least with a little bit more freedom right now in this moment, and with a little bit more voice, with a little bit more of space to actually show up and be ourselves unapologetically. So yeah, very thankful for that. And our flow today on the mat is going to be all based in our feminine energy and Shakti. So I have a little story to share with you all. It's going to be quick. But, you know, it's just because I think it's important to, I don't know, make that statement in this moment. So in tantric philosophy, we truly believe that there are two main forces that created and exist within every single living thing in this world. And they're called Shiva Shakti. And Shiva Shakti is not like Shiva and Shakti, but it's like Shiva Shakti as one. Meaning that Shiva as being the masculine part of it and Shakti as being the feminine part of it are one. They cannot exist. One cannot exist without the other. So what I'm trying to say in here is that this flow today, it's not about gender. It's not about, oh, I'm a guy, I shouldn't be doing that video. I shouldn't be doing that class today with you. No, you should be doing even more if you're a man right now, because if we don't have the balance in between these two energies within us, things start getting a little bit, you know, out of balance, a little bit out of control, a little bit, you know, not nice, not flowy, not good. And the story I had to share about myself, it's basically, you know, like I grew up in a family where I kind of, you know, I was the first girl of the family and I didn't have that much space or voice to, you know, be anything besides quiet, you know, polite, nice, and cute, or whatever you want to call. And whenever I was like kind of trying to go out of that path, I would always have somebody, you know, like, oh, putting on the leash and just like, no, you're too loud. No, you need to be quieter. No, you need to be calmer. No, you need to these. No, you need to that. Don't open your legs if you're wearing a skirt. Don't talk loud if, you know, blah, blah, blah. So when I actually started to grow up and could flap my wings and fly away, I totally stepped into my masculine power, where I became completely proactive and grounded, and I would like make plans and be very analytical about all of them and just go for it. And honestly, it was great. I could accomplish so many things in that time in my life. It's actually when I actually came to the United States. If you don't know, I'm from Brazil. So, you know, it was great. I'm thankful for this. But I started noticing that there was something wrong. You know, I was kind of like out of balance. I was missing something. And that's when I started my spiritual journey and actually figured out that I was completely disconnected from my feminine side. I had completely lost, you know, my sense of joy, of creativity, of, you know, just flowing it, just like, you know, I couldn't flow with life. I was too, you know, I need to stick with the plan. And, you know, I wasn't like very nurturing to people around me, to be honest. And I was just, yeah, just, you know, strong energy going on, not sweetness going on. And so when I started bringing a little more awareness and attention to my feminine side, but also honoring my masculine side, was when I actually started feeling myself, you know, complete, whole, and actually just, you know, more authentic. So with that in mind, let's hop on the mat and let's get started. Let's move our bodies. Let's go. Okay everyone, so for our flow today, it would be really nice to have a block and a strap. If you don't have a block, a water bottle, it could work totally fine. And a strap, in case you don't have it, you can use, you know, just like a belt or a scarf. It can also work great. So keep Keep your props on the side, close to you. And we're gonna start our practice, please, laying down on your mat. Make yourself comfortable and start to release towards the earth all the effort you did today. As you take some deep breaths in through the nose, in and out, just start noticing the flow of your breath. Notice the intensity. Notice if it's warm or cold. With each inhale, notice which parts of your body you're filling up with the prana that's coming in. And with each exhale, notice where you're cleaning up into your body. As you keep connecting with the flow of the breath, notice if there's any space right now that needs a little bit more attention, that needs a little bit more care and love, more nutrition, kindness. And just notice as you scan your body from the crown all the way down to the heart, all the way down to the hips, and all the way down to your feet. As you notice, you take one more deep breath in through the nose. And you exhale. Feel the connection with the earth, with Pachamama. Feel the power of Shakti that exists inside of you. With your next inhale, you can take a deep, deep, deep inhale through the nose, and then you exhale through the mouth. And please bring your right knee into the chest. Keep your left leg extended. Just give yourself a big hug in here. Both legs are engaged and strong and fierce. And then slowly start to extend your right leg all the way up. Here it's a good spot to use your strap if you wanna. You don't necessarily have to have your leg extended, but it needs to be engaged. So you can interlace your fingers behind the back of the leg. Flex both feet. And take some deep breaths in here. As you inhale, you gather energy all the way up from your feet and bring it all the way down into your hip bones. And then literally bring it into the socket. Now we're going to slowly start to open this right leg to the side. You can either use your right hand to support it. If you have your block closed, you can also place the block on the side of the leg. Same thing for the strap here. You can use as a support for that. But make sure your left hip is still pretty heavy towards the mat. Both legs are engaged. And your left leg is actually internally rotating. Keep the integrity of the pose as you breathe in and breathe out. Starting to open the hips. We're actually doing the pose that we're going to head towards in our practice today. We're heading towards Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So it's exactly these, but we're going to be standing up on our mats. Bring it back to center. Bend the right knee. Give yourself one more hug. You can roll your ankle to one side and then the other. And switch legs. Right leg long, left leg into the heart. Give yourself a squeeze. Flex both feet and extend the left leg up and long. Interlace the hands or go for your strap. You can always place your hands into your ankles, into your calf if you want to, or straight to your toes. Send the femur bone into the socket on this side too. Make sure your right hip is very heavy. And then with the exhale, we're going to start opening our left leg to the side. Make sure your spine is long and decompressed as you bring your navel into the spine. When we step into our feminine power, we start to unlock parts of our body, of our being, that are very nurturing, loving, creative, generous, and you know, that's why it makes me think that the world is kind of upside down right now. You know, the feminine energy, it's not being used. People are not stepping into their feminine power, and it's important to remember that we are whole. We are feminine and we're masculine. So as we step into this practice, always try to remember to also intention all the feelings that you are stepping into the collective, into the world, into your neighbors, into your family. That's how we start to create a bigger change. Bring your leg back to center. Give yourself one more hug on the left leg, and you can roll the ankle to one side and then the other. Oh, that feels great in my body right now. And then you release both legs. You can take a big stretch. Stretch all your energy out. Find yourself in a star shape. Open your legs wide, your arms wide. Take up space. And then curl it into a tiny little ball. Forehead to knee. And roll to any side that you feel more comfortable to. Find yourself in a fetal position for one moment. And with the help of your hands, find a comfortable seat. We're going to move into Baddha Konasana, which is a butterfly pose. So soles of the feet together. You can always elevate your hips in this position if your knees are way up your hips. So you can just sit on a block or on the blanket. And then bring the soles of the feet together. Grab your both hands and actually hold your thighs. Squeeze it in and roll it all in. Go like this, as if you're opening a can of something. Just roll it in and push the flesh of the butt back behind you. Do the same on the other leg. And notice if you can access a little bit more space and a little bit more groundedness. So then you can root to the earth as you grow up, long, and radiant on your upper body. From here you can interlace your hands around your feet. Make sure your shoulders are back behind you. And just take a moment to notice. We start our practice today slow, gentle, in a gentle way. So then we can slowly starting to build the heat that's going to allow us to step into the fierceness that Shiva has within her. Not only her, but all of us. We all are Shiva Shakti. Remember that. Okay, release your hands and bring your hands into the outside of your knees. Bring it to the center and find yourself in a tabletop position on your mat. Here, take the time to notice your foundation. Activate Hasta Bandha. The four corners of the hand are pressing towards the mat. Claw the mat with the tips of your fingers. You don't want to wait on the wrist. And actually open your left leg to the side as if it was like a dog peeing. I couldn't find any other way to express that better, sorry. Anyway, peeing dog, and then start finding rolls with your hips. Outside or inside, we're gonna switch positions in a little bit. Engage navel to spine. Make sure you're not rounding the back, the low back. Change directions. And one more on this side. And lower the knee down. Same with the other leg. Now the dog's peeing on the other side. And just find your rolls. Engage the glutes, gonna help you with stability so then you can find more freedom on the leg. And change directions. And release. Now tuck the toes back behind you and bring your hips into the heels. And find Balasana with tucked toes. We're going to start waking up our feet. We're going to need them a lot today in practice. Lots of balancing poses. Release the forehead towards the mat or into a block. And pump yourself forward. Tap the top of the toe on the mat. The toe, no, the feet. Tap, tap, tap. And now we're going to start some heat, guys. So I'm already warm. Hope you are too. And, okay. So find yourself in tabletop position one more time. Tuck the toes. And bring your knees up for Palakasana, plank pose. Find stability on your foundation in here. Activate Hasta Bandha. Pump the back of your heart as if you wanted to touch the ceiling. Engage your lower ribs towards your hip as if they also wanted to get together. Engage the glutes, engage the legs. And then slowly start bending your knees as if you wanted to touch the ground. But when you're almost there, you start sending your hips up and back for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. First one of the practice, here we are. You can find some pedal with your legs. Find any movement that feels good, that feels relieving, that feels nurturing. See if you can send some breath as you inhale to the butt. And as you exhale, you send all the breath into the toes and the fingers. Ground it down. With your next inhale, you engage your low belly. Engage navel to spine and start moving forward as a wave. Find Palakasana one more time. And then as you exhale, slowly bend the knees. Imagine you wanted to touch the mat, but you don't. And then start bringing your hips up and back for downward facing dog. And we're going to start moving into this wavy movement. It's a Shakti wave to honor our theme for this practice. Let the breath lead the way. Exhale, coming out, Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward and lower down. Hips up, exhale. One more wave, just like that. And next time you stop in Adho Mukha Svanasana, stop there. Take a round of breath in here. And with your next inhale, look forward. And we're going to step or walk or jump to the top of the mat in Uttanasana, forward fold. Exhale, go. Find your forward fold. With your next inhale, micro bend the knee, find a long spine and come all the way up for Urdhva Hastasana, hands above the head. And exhale, Tadasana with hands on the heart center. We're going to move into one round of Surya Namaskar. So take a deep breath in, arms long above the head. Exhale as you forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, touch the tip of your hands in front of you and come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, you plant your hands and you step back. Find your Chaturanga. You can totally lower on the knees. Keep the integrity of your back. And as you inhale, you come up for Bhujangasana or upward facing dog. As you exhale, engage the low belly. Find Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, go forward. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, and then Uttanasana. Micro bend the knees and come all the way up for Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center for Tadasana. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms up, long above the head. Exhale, lower all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, you find halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, Chaturanga. Find your way there with integrity. Inhale, Bhujangasana or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Step forward, exhale. Ardha Uttanasana, and then exhale, Uttanasana. With your next inhale, it's Ardha Uttanasana, arms above the head. Stand up and bring your hands to the heart. Take a moment in here, close your eyes. You can put your hands into your heart. And just connect with your breath. Connect with your body. Feel your heart pumping. Feel your blood just running through the veins. We're going to start to tap into our playfulness, enjoy a little more now, because we're going to start moving to our waves. So just connect with that feeling. Try to remember one moment in life where you felt really joyful, really playful, and just silly, and just happy, and just being. And connect with that feeling right now. Try to bring it to your mat. So with your next inhale, we're going to start to shift our weight into our right leg. Make sure you're activating Hasta Bandha, which means the four corners of your feet are pressing towards the mat. Right leg is strong. The whole body weight is toward the right side. Remembering, we're not doing these though. Okay, it's not only the hip, it's the whole weight of the body to the side. As we start to engage the low belly, strain through the right leg, we're going to bring our hands into heart center and just start pumping our upper body forward as we release our left leg behind us, long and straight, for Virabhadrasana number 3. Keep strong through the leg. See where you can find some silliness, playfulness, and just enjoy this moment. Find yourself a drishti, find yourself a focus. Make sure your left hip is pointing towards the mat. Left leg is strong and engaged, foot's flexed. And then we're going to start find that funny dog peeing leg again, as we bring the knee towards the left side. And then we start to come all the way up for Vrikshasana, tree pose. Kind of funny. If you need to release the leg for a second, it's totally fine. Otherwise, just find your feet position, which can be on the ankle, on the calf, or inside of your thigh, your inner thigh. Find your tree pose. Make sure you're keeping the integrity of the spine, that your right leg is strong, pressing down towards the mat. And then see if you can find some freedom with your arms in here. How playful can your tree be? One more breath in here. And then slowly release the left leg and micro bend the knee. Send your hips back behind you. And with the long spine, fold all the way down for Uttanasana. You can sway side to side in here. And we're going to do same little flow on the other side. With your next inhale, as you hinge the hips back and come with the long spine, with your hands all the way up. And bring hands to heart center, Tadasana. Now start sending your weight towards your left side. One more time, we don't want a hip. We want a whole body weight to the side. Activate Pada Bandha on the left foot. And then slowly, we're going to start hinge our upper body forward and our right leg back behind us for warrior tree on the other side. So left leg is strong, is engaged as you find freedom on your upper body. Deep, strong breaths in here. Maybe you can get playful with your arms in here too. Find airplane arms or extend your arms long. Or you can always keep your hands into your heart for more balance and kindness. Okay, one more time. Let's find the funny position with the leg to the side. Bend the right leg, bend the knee. And slowly start to come all the way up to stand for Vrikshasana. Vrikshasana, yeah, that's right. Triples. Find your feet position that you want to play with today. Avoiding always the knees. The knees are our beloved joints. We don't want to hurt them. And find your playful arm. Where can you be playful in here? What are the places where you're feeling tense or just too focused, too grounded? Can you keep the groundedness only on your foot, on your standing foot? And then just find some freedom on the rest of your body, on your face, on your jaw, in your eyes. Connect with the breath. Drink the prana. It's available for you at all times. Enjoy it. And then slowly, slowly release the right foot towards the ground. Micro bend the knee. Hinge the hips back behind you with a long spine. Forward, fold, Uttanasana. As you inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And then plant the hands and step back. You can either move through your vinyasa or just meet me in downward facing dog. With your next inhale, your right leg grows up and long behind you. Internally rotate that leg for Ekapada, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, you open the hip, flare the right toe. Option here to go into wild thing with slowly and controlled movement. Step the right leg behind you and extend your arm long. Feel the extension. Feel the strength. It's all part of the feminine. And then with a lot of control, find your way back to center. Extend your right leg up long for Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana as you bring your right leg towards the chest and step forward. Ground your back toe, your back foot, and cartwheel the hand up for Virabhadrasana number 2, Warrior 2. Here we are, take a deep breath in here. As you ground down, engage the legs together. Find strength into the legs and freedom in your arms. So if you have the block around you right now, great. Make sure that it's on the right side of your mat. We're gonna use it for a half moon just now. So yeah, make sure it's around you. If you don't need it, it's fine. So from here, we're gonna start shifting our weight to the right side as we find our blocks or just with the balance. And then we step into half moon. Ooh. Find your drishti is very important here. I didn't find mine until now. So left leg is strong. Flex the foot. The toes are pointing to the right, to the left. Anyways, take a look at my foot here. Yeah, it's pointing that direction. Breathe into the side body. And then slowly, slowly step back into your Warrior 2 on the other side. Now, extend your right leg. Point both feet towards the left side. And here we're gonna just hold in your hips, micro bend the knee. These legs are very, very strong. Press on the outside of your foot as you start hinging back and folding all the way in for Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide leg forward fold. Take a moment in here, bring either of your hands into your lower back. If there's any sort of rounding in there, micro bend your knees a little more and hinge back a little more. Make sure that the integrity that you're keeping in here, it's the spine long. We don't want to round on the low back. Now if you have the chance, grab your block and move it to your left foot, to your left side on the back of the mat, because that's where we're going. So we walk forward, and then we step back in downward facing dog, facing the back of the mat. If you're not there, go there, meet me here. And then extend your left leg up for Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana on the other side. Now open the hip, ballerina feet, ballerina foot on the left foot. And then if you wanna, just move into your wild thing. Stepping back behind you, the hips are pushing you up and forward. Same as your chest. Find the extension that you need here. Slowly and with control, start finding your way to center. Extend that leg up and long again for a three-legged dog. And then bring your left knee into the chest and step forward. Ground down your back heel. Come all the way up for warrior two, facing the back of the mat. Connect with the breath. Feel your body moving, strong, intense, loud. Want it to scream. Do whatever you feel like it. We have this power of Shakti inside us, and it's pulsing at all times. Can you take a moment to listen to it and connect with it and actually step into that power right now? Beautiful, everyone. Okay, if your block is on the back of the mat, great. If it's not, grab it, put it there. We're gonna move into half moon on the other side. So shift your weight forward, find the block or the balance, find the drishti, and find your half moon. Make sure you're micro bending your standing knee. Your left leg is engaged, it's strong, glutes are strong. If your arms is like way too far from you, make sure to bring it a little closer. That's gonna help you with stability. And then you pump your chest forward, your right leg, your right arm, your top arm, it's engaged, it's strong. Press the scapulas together. For half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. And then slowly and with control, step it back. Find your warrior one more time for a brief moment, and then extend your left leg. Point your left foot towards the left side of the mat. And then hinge from the hips and lower all the way down for Prasarita Padottanasana. One more time. Breathe in here. Take a moment in here to restore your connection with the breath. Now we're going to move into our final wave, where we're going to do Utthita Hasta Padangustasana. And it's our final shape of the night. And then after that, it's going to be just cooling down and gathering all that we built back inside of our hearts. Okay, walk your hands forward. Step back for Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you wish to do so, move into your vinyasa or find Balasana, child's pose for a moment. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 2 rounds of breath in here. Can you notice any shift that happened inside of you during this practice until now? With your next inhale, you look forward, and with your exhale, you jump or walk forward. Find your Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, it's Uttanasana. Fold with a long spine, relax the neck, relax the jaw. And then root down and rise up for Tadasana, hands to heart center. Okay, so it's Utthita Hasta Padangustasana, hand to big toe. Let's do it. So, strap is your best friend in here, or maybe your hand's your best friend in here. If you don't have, any of this, just keep your knees bent, okay? That's gonna be great. So, let's take a moment here to connect with Pada Bandha one more time. So tap your big toe on the mat and keep all the other ones standing up, pointing up. Now it's kind of funny this. So now try and see if you can just tap your pinky on the mat without stepping all the 3 middle toes. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot for the brain. It's a lot for the whole system to process what you're trying to do. It took me no joke, 2 years. 2 years and a little more until I could do that. And even now, if I do without thinking too much, I can't do it. So it's still an effort. It is an effort. It's not easy, but it's helpful. It's going to help us to really find the Hasta Bandha thing, Pada Bandha thing. So touch the sides of your calf and notice if they're strong. If they're not, press your pinky a little more towards the mat until you find that engagement. Great. If you're there, start shifting your weight into the right leg and bringing your left leg up in front of you in a 90-degree angle. In here, it's very common, as soon as we do these. So make sure you bring your spine back in alignment with your whole body. We want to find a long line, crown to toe, crown to heel in this case. Okay, you can hug your knees into the chest a little more. Make sure you find your drishti, your warrior eyes, and can still be gentle, okay? Can be gentle. And then you can either have your strap here around your foot right now, because we're gonna extend the leg long. And what I mean by long, it's not necessarily long. As you can see, my hamstrings are super tight. I can't extend my legs here, but I'm energetically imagining that I am extending my legs. So if for you to extend your leg, you need to do these, please don't. Just bend it. And then slowly start bringing your leg open to the side. So you can either be with your strap in here, or you can hold the outside of your feet, just like that, or just catch a hold on your knee. Open your right arm long, find your central line. Utthita Hasta Padangustasana. If it winds down a little bit, just lower the leg and start over again. Slowly bring your feet closer to your thigh. Bring your knees back to center and lower down. Here you can just kind of, give your toes a little bit of massage, gentle massage. You can shake your legs, shake your hips a little bit. Great. Because we're going to do the other side. So now shift your weight into the left side. We're not use the strap. So find your drishti. You can place your left hand into your hip to give her a little more stability. And then start bringing your right foot up. Catch a hold on the knee. And then start to extend the leg. And again, remember, extension, it doesn't need to be right here. You know, it doesn't need to be this. I can't do that. You know, just find a long spine and see where you can extend the leg and still keep the integrity of your back. Now one more time, bring it into the chest and start opening to the side. And one more time, extend and catch the outside of your foot. And then start bringing it to the side. Open the left arm. Take deep breaths in here. Feel how strong you are, how stable. And you can be and do all of that while still keeping a gentle and loving and kindness view of all the situations that happens in your life. Slowly bring your foot closer to the thigh. Knees back to center, and then release. One more time, find a little massage on your toes. You can shake it off. Let's do this. I feel like doing this. Start, as you keep your feet very stable on the earth, your hips kind of stable, you're going to start shaking your arms and change your gaze left to side. Actually, just let go of your hips a little bit. Feels good. Now start bringing the step a little bit up towards your biceps. Is that a biceps? Right here. Kind of towards your shoulders. And then gently start doing the steps into your heart. Keep waking up the power of the heart, the power of Shakti, the power of the moon, the water, the feminine. And then release. Bring your feet back together in hip width distance. Micro bend the knee. You know where we're going. Hinge from the hips with the long spine. You forward fold for Uttanasana. Shake the legs. You can sway one more time, side to side. And then place your hands on the mat, step back and find Adho Mukha Svanasana for the last time. And then bring your weight forward. Lower the knee, open the knees out wide. So the toes, the big toes are together back behind you. Bring your hips to the heels and find Balasana. Extend your arms long. The power of Shakti can heal the world. The power of Shakti, which is this power that already exists inside each and every one of us, no matter what gender you consider yourself, it's in there. The power of love, the power of joy, the power of creativity, authenticity, the power of give some nutrition, to give some love to others. It's already there. How can you take all these feelings that we're activating right now into the mat, outside into the world? slowly bring your body up, back in tabletop position. And then seat on your heels. Thunderbolt. In here, if that's too hard on your hips, you can always sit on your block. Kind of just place your block here, behind you. And just find a seat in there. It's actually better if you have like a blanket or a bolster. But yeah. Or, oh yeah, I just remembered you can do that. Or you can sit, you know, on your block like this. Place it like that, right down here. And just sit. From here, we're gonna extend our arms long above the head. You can look up, engage navel to spine. And as we exhale, we're gonna twist to the left side first. So start twisting your rib cage, not so much just your shoulders or your neck. Start as you twist, like the whole upper body twist. And where you can't go anymore, just stop there and release your arms. Hands, the back hands are probably on the fingertips. Breathe here. Keep bringing navel to spine. Breathe on the low belly. And then you inhale, you come back to center. With your next exhale, we're going to twist to the other side. We're going to do 2 more rounds just like that. I'm not going to guide you, but just try to find some flow in this change of this, in between these 2 positions. Find some fluidity, find some gentleness, and take your time. Let the breath lead the whole flow. So starting now. Your next inhale is your hands back to center and up above the head. And as you exhale, lower your hands into your lap. And then slowly use your hands to help you to slide your legs in front of you. And just please find your way into Shavasana. Find a relaxation. Release the legs, release the arms. Before Shavasana, I always like to kind of just get my hands and, you know, massage my jaw, massage the sides of my eyes, massage my third eye center, the space in between the eyebrows. Just kind of open the face a little bit, the throat. And actually just place your hand in any part of your body that you're maybe feeling that you want to do it. So feel the energy that's going on there. And then just release. Release all the effort. Release all the sentiments, all the feelings that we cultivated in practice today, trusting that it's going to be with you at all times, even after you leave your mat. If you need more time to integration of the practice, feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you wish. Otherwise, start bringing your consciousness back into the body. You can slowly start moving your toes and your fingers. And then bring the awareness back into a deep breath to re-energize and awaken the body. Bring your knees into your chest and roll to the side in a fetal position. With the help of your hands, find yourself in a seat. You can either close your eyes or find a soft gaze on the ground in front of you. Bring your hands with the palms together in Anjali Mudra into your heart center. And if you wish, please join me for one round of Om. So then we can offer this practice into the collective, followed by Lokha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Take a deep breath in for Om. Inhale for Lokha. Lokha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Just one more Om to close. Give it a gentle bow to your heart. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank yourself for taking the time to reconnect with your feminine power, with the Shakti within you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you on next class.